Okay, so Lars, I'm sending this to you just to explain to you more what I was talking about. So, in a quick summary, is the idea is to drop your center of mass so that you can catch it with the right leg pickup. So now he's in a sprint position here. He's got his nice vertical axis. The right leg is well behind 12 o'clock. The discus is well behind 12, the vertical axis. It's behind, so that anything linear here, anything caused by linear here, is going to create the right leg to accelerate. So the free leg's going to accelerate, just like a sprinter. The only difference is the sprinter has the right leg on this side, and when you push in the direction of the sprint, the right leg comes, you know, rushing through. Well, the concept here is to catch it at this moment, and as soon as you catch it, you have to go. You have to catch this right leg moving up and around. You have to catch it in that movement, and then now sprint. So that sprint at that moment is creating tremendous angular momentum with this right leg, and it's got a nice little trailing discus behind it, and he's got his center of mass moving. I mean, it is cooking now across the ring. It is not going to stall in the middle if his right leg lands underneath him, which it does. And why? Because when we opened, we not only dropped our center of mass in the direction of throw, but we kept the whole vertical top of the axis moved to move with it. See? And what we did there was, and we call it what I named it, and I figured this out with when I hurt my back when I was young, and the pelvic tilt. It was supposed to flatten the back out and take pressure off the lower spine. And what I found was that it also took kind of like the hinge moment out of here. So I could start with my hips under, and you can see these guys. See that? That's a pelvic tilt. Look at Mikey. He moves that pelvis underneath and creates a real flat back. And what it really does is it takes this hinge out of it, so that when the left leg does strike, this whole axis is moving this way. It catches everything nice, and it connects to the ground. So his left leg is connected to this discus. See it? And then he's dropping. As soon as he gets down, you can see the right leg discus behind. Boom. Look at the acceleration around the vertical axis. Then where does the right leg find the center of mass? Boom. He's right on top of it. Shoulders level. And that left leg is not stopped at all from coming through and down. And where does it get down? With the weight on the right leg. He's got all his stored rotational energy of the discus moving around the vertical axis and the right leg getting down. And watch the efficiency of this to finish the acceleration of the rotation on the finish. Whoom. See it? It's stop the linear or whoom. Don't stop the rotation. He's taking all this energy around in the middle and then whoom. And the key to that is making sure that you catch the center of mass in a sprint position. You got to start dropping across the ring as you're opening, picking up the right at just a moment so that when you get down in the bottom, the right is ready to come around the vertical axis. Here's your vertical axis. It's perpendicular to the ground. He's not out here. He's not bent over. Really important to know that his axis, his shoulders and hips are right on, and the knee are right on top of each other. There's no piking going on out of the back. Okay? So that way, when he does this linear sprint, the right reacts accordingly, the discus reacts accordingly, the left leg is free to get up and down early. Boom. It catches the linear sprint, and I mean, he's humming across the ring. And this perfectly placed left stops that linear, boom, and causes the right side to finish the rotation. And that, my friend, is the technique and the way I think about it. And I would love to share it with you and your athlete if you want it.